Hello, I'm back to do another video on astral projection. Like a few months back when I did the video where I astral projected 7 times, I had one like a week later. So I'm going to be talking about that. So I was laying right just here. I was meditating for about an hour or so, and then I started to see like little speckles of like white speckles. I've seen pitch black with like light speckles like going towards me. It happens to me quite often now. I don't know why. But it's like I'm going into one of these dreams. So these speckles were coming straight towards me, and like as they've come towards me, I just seen like a scenery like just open out, and I was inside like the astral plane. Like it felt a bit like a lucid dream actually, a bit as well, but it was like more real. So I knew it was an astral dream. So what I've done, I was in like an alleyway, and there's like buildings either side of me. There was one building, and then there's an alleyway, and there's like walls either side. So I jumped over one of these walls, and I was in like a back garden, and I've seen like house. It was set out like a council estate, but all the houses were like brick. It looked pretty nice. In the windows was like all blinds, and in front of that was like Buddhas and different spiritual things like crosses and all different stuff like spiritual things. You see angels in the windows and stuff like that. Buddhas. Yeah, it looked really nice anyway, like real spiritual. So I've jumped over this fence into another garden, and then I've gone through and ended up on another street. I'm walking down the street. It was actually night time. It always seems to be night. Well, it's night when I'm asleep, so it's night. That's probably why it's night there as well quite often. But yeah, I'm walking down this. I walk onto this next street, and I've seen like sort of turn around and see someone behind me, and he had something in his hand, like a weapon in his hand, and like he came towards me, and I was fighting. I kicked him, and then he fell, and I put him in an armbar. And then I've stood up. I've seen someone I know as well, and I don't know why, but I started fighting with this guy I knew. I've seen him before. I don't know where I've seen him before, but I knew him from somewhere, and I started fighting with him anyway. And then next minute, I've walked off. I've left him on the floor and walked off. Walked down the street into another house, and I've seen a coat. It looked like my coat, and it was hanging up. So I've walked over, grabbed my coat, went to grab my coat, and then I seen like a shadow. So I turned around, and I seen a guy wearing a black hood, just looking at me. I just said cool, and like stepped back a little bit, and like to the side, and then someone else walked in the room, but this one had like he had a wire on his ear, and I was just like, what the fuck? What's going on here? I was like, who are you then? And it was like RT. I was like, shit, what the fuck's going down? I was like thinking, why the fuck's RT? Why are they saying RT? I just thought response team, and I was wondering what they're doing on the astral plane anyway. So, and then someone else walked in the room. Another guy. He was a bit younger though. He looked about early 20s or something. And one of them, the guy with the black hood, just grabbed hold of him, and they've started fighting. And I've stepped back and I'm just trying to analyse the situation. And that the other guy with the wire on his ear, he just stood there as well. And then like things started getting out of hand, so I was like, basically I just started swinging for this guy who's attacked him with a black hood. I've swung at him a few times, and then next minute my angel was coming, and yeah, I've swung for him. At the time, I was like, weren't getting on well with my angel, because well, who I thought was to be my angel anyway. At one point, I went for a stage of not believing she. Well, basically, I went for a stage of her not believing she was an angel at the time, because she was like fucking about, like psychic attacking me at the time. But that was just something else. But yeah. So I've started whacking this guy. I must have hit him like about 10 times. And I stepped back. My angels came in, and then they just one of the guy with the wire in his ear said run, and then they both ran off. And then the angel just shot off as well, because I wasn't getting on with her at the time, so she shot off as well and just left me there. And then I just ended up wandering around like the Astral plane for a little while, like looking for. Or actually, I was looking for her, because yeah, I was looking for her, trying to talk to her. So I couldn't find her at the time. I did actually. I found her in a house, and then she just shot off again. I found her in a house somewhere, in someone's house, with a few of her friends. See, I can find people as well. If I've got my mind set to see like these people, to find these people in my dream, in my spiritual dream, I can find them. It's just like teleporting around. Like you be in one place and then you think of another thing and you be in that place. It's weird. And you just be like walking around as well. It's amazing. You just meet different people. Sometimes they'll show you visions. It was like in being a square box. You just go bigger into a square box and you see it from your point of view. It's like they're projecting out. Well, don't know. Yeah, they're just projecting visions to me anyway. It's amazing. So that's my experience on that. I don't think there's anything else that happened. No, I think that's it, really. Oh yeah, sorry about the washing machine. My washing machine's going, so it's probably been a bit noisy as well. Maybe it's hard to hear me, I'm not sure, but I'm going to run through the video now. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.